how all of your functions will work together. That's about the cooperation between different functions, who calls who and who feeds who and what is the input and output for the functions, and decide these things before coding. So do the layered development and use a hierarchy structure for your project. That's why we already have the structure for your for a website. Use the database and then backend code, then the front end code. And in each component, for example, in the backend, you need to give a clear separation about different functions and different modules. And then you need to get the primary feature requirements done first. So complete the features one by one. When you complete the first feature, test it, it works, then move on. And then try to keep the completed feature intact. Minimize the changes for that working feature. You don't want to make the unexpected changes to the working feature. That will be a mess. You don't want that happen. Then do the next needed feature. So step by step, make every step count. And also, if you have some code done every day, even after every time you finish the coding, then you should save the changes. You should use the GitHub, the software, to save your changes, and remember to push the change to the remote side. Get connected. So establish connectivity to all layers early during development. For example, how to connect to database from the backend code, and how to connect to front end from the backend, and how to connect all the modules when they are created. You need to make a good design for these modules before you do the coding. So it will give you a clear logic and a structure about when do what. So how they work. Sometimes if you have been focusing on one single thing for a long time, you will forget something else. So make sure that design is good and use the layered design. Then follow the logic, follow the design, complete your code step by step. So there are some common pitfalls you may want to prevent. First is the coding first, then write the design. There are many people that do this, but I don't think you should do this. You should have a design first. Based on the design, then do the coding. And not spending time to figure out how a feature works. You need to know exactly how it works and the details as detailed as possible. I know there are some situations you cannot really figure out a very detailed thing. Do your best and make sure the feature makes sense. Make sure your skills can complete the feature. Coding many modules without making sure they are compatible is about the interface. If they don't work together, then why you develop them? So that doesn't make sense. That's also the reason why I want you to test the API first. Make sure the interface works, then you can move on. Next, duplicating functionality in multiple modules. For example, if you want to develop a website, there are some functions may be duplicated. For example, the view orders and for different user roles. So if you have the same code for different modules, then don't do the duplicate work. Just use one function. And don't wait till the last day to try to connect everything. That will be there. It's very risky, especially you already completed a lot of code and they can work individually, and then you never tested them work together. Once you test them, there may be big issues. Highly likely they have you will have big issues. So there are some tips I want you to know before you start your project. First is the tools. First is IDE, the development environment tools. Many software for this part, and if you have experience on some software, then you can use it directly. If you don't, and I recommend the VS Code, you can start from there. It is compatible with the C, Java, and Python, so it's very flexible. And Git, the GitHub, is a software collaboration tool. Different team members can work together through the GitHub, and you can synchronize your work together and make sure your code can work together and make sure they are compatible. And also cloud resources. For example, a document, if you need to write the report together, you need to use the Google Cloud or the OneDrive to share the document so that all of you can work in parallel. It can increase your efficiency and make the collaboration better. Even if you don't work in group, just work individually, then I still recommend you use these tools because these tools can help you improve the efficiency for your speed. And for the Git, you can use it for saving your code. Try to commit and push as many commits as possible. Every time you made a change to your code, do commit and push. Save your code. Don't lose any code. And just in case, if you have any problem, it took long time for you to troubleshoot, and if it's longer than 2 hours, then record it and let me know. If you tried different potential solutions like solution 1, solution 2, solution 3, make a record and report it to me and let me know. You will still get points, and don't keep it to yourself. Communicate. If you have any issues or possible issues and questions, let me know. You should let me know, and you should ask me as early as possible. Sometimes you are not sure if it's a problem. You can also tell me, and we can work together to find out a way to prevent it. This is our schedule for this semester. This is today. It's about introduction, project, topic, and the next week you should complete the group setup, which means you need to register your group. And then after, you should complete your project abstract and do the project planning. And after that is the system design presentation. Then will be the progress checkpoint. You need to submit your available code and the features at this point. It doesn't require to complete the whole project. Just submit everything you have at this point. And mock project presentation. You should be able to complete the project by this time. And if you have done so, then you can do a mock presentation. It can help you to find the problems and the potential issues for your presentation. Take this as a practice. And it's better to have a practice for your final presentation. And you will have a report for your documentation. The report requires at least 8 pages. That's not a lot because you will have pictures, the UI, so many pictures you can use. And we require the picture size should be less than 1/3 of the page of the template, the report template. You can check the report template on Blackboard. And don't paste the code on this in your report. If you want to show your code or show your algorithm, you can use the pseudocode. We will meet in an individual meeting. So every week, you need to report your progress via a Gantt chart. The Gantt chart example can be found on Blackboard. There's an existing example. You don't need to create the Gantt chart from scratch. You just need to download that chart and change it to your project. And you can attend the meeting either in person or online, but they must be synchronized. And if you want to change from in-person to online, you need to send me an email no later than 24 hours before the class. And in the meeting, you need to bring and demo your work in progress and show the code. It's also an opportunity to ask questions. And this is very important. You should ask questions. And outside this meeting, if you need additional meeting to discuss your project or you have some questions, email me, and we can schedule a meeting if you need, either in person or online. For the schedule, after the first session, you need to form a group if you want to work in a group. And then register your project topic here. So there's a link, open it and register your team members, your names, and your topic, the project you want to do. And then after that, you need to prepare the project abstract. It's an initial project abstract. You need to follow the requirement to submit the abstract. Then make the Gantt chart. After that, you should design your system, because after that it's gonna be the system design presentation. Okay, this is about the